You. How fitting you should choose this moment to show your worthless face. It would appear your attempts to dissuade the Jamaicans from becoming bedfellows with the cartel were wholly inadequate. Yardie pushers line Liberty streets selling packets of spank like they were selling hot dogs. Those cartel pigs are laughing at us. At me! I will give you one last chance to prove my sister's faith in you to be well-founded. Run these scumbags into the ground and wash your shame in rivers of our enemies' blood!
You're hammering just a small piece of metal. And countries that don't have guns ain't America.
You know, that's a really good point. The countries that don't have guns aren't American. You know, if more people had guns, we'd have less shootings in this country. All right, we're going over here to line 2. Hello, caller. You are on Chatterbox.
Yeah, I'd like to say something about taxes.
You mean the Lone Star State?
Oh, taxes. Well, you know, look, taxes are really wrong. My father worked his whole life. He played the lottery. Now the state wants to pay taxes on the money he wins from that stuff. Buy your own lottery ticket, you know? Hey.
Good point. I think that's a lesson to us all. All right, hello. You are on Chatterbox.
Hello, lads. I'm a first...
Oh, really? How do you like it? I mean, is it hard to get used to the language? You speak English pretty good.
Oh, thank you, lads. Yes, I do like it. There's one thing, though, that's very different, rather worrying. When I was a boy in England, I had a nanny. She was very good.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's excellent child care here in America.
Well, I'm sure. But the thing is, lads, when I was a boy, I would get spanked. Nanny would spank me when I was naughty. When Freddy's naughty, he needs to get spanked.
Well, there's some child psychologists who probably say that spanking can be harmful to a child's emotional development.
Absolute rot, lads, though. It's lovely. Freddy needs a nanny. Boy.
How old is your son?
Excuse me?
How old is your son?
I don't have children. I can't stand it at trap. But Freddy needs a nanny.
All right, that's enough of him. God, who gave this guy a green card? This is Chatterbox. We're talking about short guys, nannies, taxes, and anything sane you'd like to bring to the party. Hello, you are on Chatterbox.
I was listening to that caller about taxes. His views were a little extreme. How do you expect to be a responsible member of society if you don't understand how the government spends your money? Why are people afraid of snuffers? Man and cosine are two of the most elegant, incredible discoveries of humanity. I mean, the Cartesian coordinates. I find them liberating and sexy. I'm not ashamed to say it.
Okay, thanks for calling. Now that we've lost 98% of our audience, let's reward the other 2% with a commercial. When we come back, we'll have a special studio guest. Special because he advertises on this radio station. Remember, it's not a conflict of interest if we own all the radio stations in town. We'll be right back after this message.
The difference between achieving your dreams
Hey, I just won the Nobel Peace Prize!
and not.
Oh, wonder if Rasmussen's on that.
More Americans are realizing if you don't have the latest and greatest technological devices, you will fall behind.
I didn't upgrade my personal organizer, and 2 days later I was diagnosed with a terminal illness.
That's exactly why you should come visit the friendly people at House of Tomorrow, and they'll set you up with all your 21st century technology needs.
I only spent $20,000. Those are my son's Little League games. Thanks to House of Tomorrow, I can play wireless head-to-head 3D virtual reality poker, literally anywhere.
If it's a flash-in-the-pan technology of absolutely no use to anyone, you can find it at House of Tomorrow. Remember, only technology makes life worth living. House of Tomorrow. We'll upgrade your system, then you can...
Blessing. It is a revolution in the marriage guidance. For my people, marriage is, how do you say, sacred. The bond between the father and the mother, it is made in heaven and in the bedroom. Do you know what I mean?
I think so.
For my people, it is the holiest, most sacrosanct thing imaginable, like a church. Yet, for it to be a happy marriage, it must also be like a brothel. The woman, she must be many, many arts, be skilled in making house, cooking, changing the diapers on the babies. And she must also be a whore, a vixen, imaginative, exotic, constantly. It is impossible. You change diapers and then you are a French maid? Fernando thinks not. Fernando knows not.
Well, I mean... Well, I mean, in this case, ignorance kind of seems...
Am I not attractive? Am I not irresistible even to you? Well, no matter. Why all this talking about kissing?
I mean, you brought it up.
No, my friend. You say you not want to kiss me. I was talking how to say, hypothetically, you make me all personal. It...
Let's hacky sack. Young man. Hey, you pretty man, eh? Run or die.
Actually, I can't say that I do. But if I did eat too much squirrel and put on a few extra pounds, I'd use the Dormatron. Unlike those other exercise machines that require you to be awake, the Dormatron...
That scumbag, McCaffrey! He took more bribes than anyone. He thinks he's gonna get an honorable discharge if he turns state evidence. He just squealed. He's under armed protection in Witchek property down in Newport, some apartment behind a car park. Torch that place. That should flush him out when you hunt him down. Make sure he never talks to nobody.
I gotta go on vacation. Come here, honey. I lost. I gotta go on vacation.
Mine again.
That's right, honey. No more escort services for me. Don't be fat a day longer than you have to. Remember, being fat can even ruin a romantic cruise. Call Dormatron now at 1-800-SLEEP-OFF-LARD or visit www.sleepofflard.com and sleep your way to a thinner, happier you. I'm a marketing manager who lives in the suburbs and commutes to work on the highway. I live alone, so of course I needed a car that could seat 12 and is equipped to drive across Arctic tundra. It just makes me feel better.
The new Matchbox monstrosity. Mine is bigger.
Oh, what? That's a good commercial. I love commercials, don't you? This is Chatterbox.
Call our cars. Officers require urgent assistance. Newport. Impossible. Impossible, I tell you.
Okay, and speaking of impossible, Jane from Cedar Grove is on the line, and she wants to talk about how difficult it is being a parent today. Hello, Jane.
Hi, Laszlo. I love the show. I'm a first-time caller. I wanted to say something about these video games. They are warping our kids' minds. My son's dog, Hugo, got hit by a truck, and he said, Mommy, where's the reset button? Kids these days, they think life is a game. Well, it's not a game, it is very, very serious. I let my kids play video games, and now he runs around the house looking for gold coins. This is teaching our children to go chase money. My other family playing a video game called Polo the Monkey.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
The shop teacher called today, and Sam made a homemade banana candy at a shop class, and is lobbing it across the street at a fast food restaurant. And it's all because of video games. Laszlo, life does not have a reset button.
Right, but this show does. I love that button. You know, it's never a dull moment on this show, especially if you're in our key demographic.
Love media, bringing people and the finest of entertainment together.
All right, hello, next caller. You're on Chatterbox.
I want to talk about that bang stuff. Don't say it's bad. It's not bad for you at all. Why aren't you talking? Wait for your screen. Am I on the air? Hello? Yes, you can be.
What's your question?
Bang! 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 Bang!
What about it? I mean, that's not really a question. Questions usually start with words like how and why, and they end with your voice going up like this.
Don't mock me. I know where you work. You're just color rat.
How's that?
Alright, it's evil, dude. And toothpaste, they use it to control us. Why do you think all the commercials tell you brushing twice a day? I've read books.
And what book have you been reading that tells you that toothpaste is evil?
Tetris, the Devil, and the Great Cavity Cover-Up by J. Bill About it. If you say what I've seen, if you've heard what I've heard, you never brush your teeth again.
I suppose you're one of those people that says that diet soda makes you go crazy later in life.
I told you before, man. Don't mock me. My taxes.
Batsu Pharmaceuticals. We'll be back after these important messages.
Sell out.
I used to be concerned and nervous about the future. Sometimes I'd get scared before an important event such as childbirth or a family funeral. Hey, sometimes you need a little help navigating life's trouble spots. That's when I discovered Equinox.
After the divorce and losing little Tommy, life was getting me down. I couldn't focus on anything at work. After trying Equinox, I've been Employee of the Month 3 times in a row.
I used to fall unconscious for hours at a time. Now with Equinox, I never need to sleep.
Equinox is new from Batsu Pharmaceuticals. Ask your doctor about Equinox today.
Hey, kid, over here! An old army buddy of mine runs a business in Rockford. We saw action in Nicaragua back when the country knew what it was doing. Anyway, some cartel scum roughed him up yesterday. Said they'd be back for some of his stock today. He's gonna need backup, and in return, he'll give you knockdown rates on any hardware you buy. I'd go myself, but the old sciatica's playing up. So, good luck.
You got any bright ideas what to say? I lost. I've been drinking again.
21st century technology needs.
I only spent $20,000, and now I can get email in the shower or surf the internet while I'm driving. I was bored stupid at my daughter's recitals and my son's Little League games. Thanks to House of Tomorrow, I can play wireless head-to-head 3D virtual reality poker literally anywhere.
If it's a flash-in-the-pan technology of absolutely no use to anyone, you can find it at House of Tomorrow. Remember, only technology makes life worth living. House of Tomorrow. We'll upgrade your system, then you can upgrade your life.
And now it is my great pleasure to welcome Fernando Martinez, who it says here is the founder of Fernando's New Beginnings, a revolutionary new way of saving your marriage. Fernando, welcome.
The pleasure is mine, Laszlo. It is an honor to be here. I feel blessed.
Thanks. So tell me about Fernando's New Beginnings.
Truly, Laszlo, it is a...
Great phone to head, but I thought there'd be more of you. Can't believe those yellow-belly bastards left me without proper cover again. Well, 3 arms are better than 1, so grab whatever you need. Those Colombians will be here any minute.
Sacrosanct thing imaginable. Like a church.
You're gonna be sorry.
Hey, if I teamed up with you in Nicaragua, maybe I'd still have my arm. If you need any firepower, just drop by and take what you need from the lockers. Leave the cash under the bench. Now get out of here. I'll handle the cops.
And pop fluff in between.
Yes! Impossible. But a man is born a man. To tuck his babies into the bed, but for his bed he needs something else, something magical, a dirty, swanny.
So he starts flirting with this secretary, takes her out for a drink, one thing leads to another, and before you know it, he's found all kinds of uses for the office furniture.
Exactly, Laszlo. I know what you are like. I see it in your eyes. A wanderer, a dreamer, a man who has need.
My marriage doesn't need saving.
Hey, you are the one mentioning the pretty assistant and the office furniture and the ay caramba, my friend. Listen, Laszlo, and listen very closely. Your marriage is a gift. It's a present from me, boy. But you are a man. I think we see by now you are no angel. I can save you. For when this man, he sees wife all fat, all early, with the dirty diapers and the dirty panties and the scrubby brush, and who knows what else. He's not thinking marriage back. He's thinking about, well, you're thinking about your pretty assistant. We already know that, see?
Go on.
But Laszlo, what if you act on your fantasy?
I know a real important man in town, a soft touch with, shall we say, exotic tastes and the money to indulge them. He's involved in a legal matter, and the prosecution has some rather embarrassing photos of him at a morgue party or something. The evidence is being driven across town. You are going to have to ram that car and collect each little bit of evidence as it falls out. When you've got it all, leave it in the car and torch it. We're both going to do pretty well out of this, kid.
Where you been? Yep, I've been drinking again.
Miracle, Laszlo, a miracle. A man is a good father, a loving husband, the winner of bread 6.5 days a week. On the spare half day, I save his life.
How?
By giving him what he needs. Make control in my...
What, with you? That kind of sounds like a limited market.
Laszlo, you are very prejudiced. I know like that. But no, not with me. Passion for life. Passion for love. Passion for women. Which he can take home to his wife.
What, so you act like a pimp?
Not a pimp, little man. A savior. In a controlled environment, I reintroduce the man to a pleasure he has lost, to the miracles of the world. remarkable. Counseling, 1,000 marriages have been saved, and 1,000,000 more to be saved every day.
And do the wives know about this?
In their hearts, Laszlo, they know they have been saved.
Okay. We're gonna open it up to the phones. If you've got any questions for Fernando Martinez, Exotic Marriage Guidance Made Easy, ring us now. Hey, oh, cool, we have a caller on line 1. Caller, you are on Chatterbox.
Hi, Laszlo. Hey, Fernando. My name's Jerry, and I'm a first-time caller. And I just wanted to say, hey, Laszlo, you're real tough on Fernando back there. I'll tell you one thing. He's a miracle worker. He saved my marriage, and I married a functional woman. Now I don't feel sick every time I open my eyes.
See, Laszlo? You see? I remember Jerry so well. He'd come in, he is like a broken man, like a half a man, a man, if you will. He has no end. And his marriage, it is killing him. Where is the passion? She is gone. Replaced by ugliness. You see, Laszlo, Mrs. Jerry, she's not a pretty lady. She's more like an offensive lineman or a tight end. Big and hairy, but fertile. She gives Jerry 5 kids. But she's even bigger. Now, she's like a whole offensive line. He feels no pride in himself. He has no pride in his marriage. He is ashamed of this wonderful lady who bears him so many young. And he comes to me and he cries, Fernando, save my marriage. I love my wife, even though she is a fat worker. And I say, Jerry, you are a man. It is a man's duty to love his wife, even if she is like a farmer. And now, Jerry is saved.
By sleeping with other women.
Whatever it takes to save a beautiful union.
A beautiful union by an adulterer and Queen Kong. That's great. So, who's on the line now?
Hi, Laszlo. Janet. I love the show and always wanted to call in. You really offended me today. Who is this gutter track you got on the show?
Hey, Janice, I share your anxiety. The studio kind of forced him on.
Hey, you watch yourself, mister. And you, Janice, why are you so ugly? Your husband, he must make you happy.
No, he's an idiot and a jerk.
But he's probably a good daddy, and you sound very pretty. Angry, and a little bit of a know-it-all, but very pretty lady. This is the thing, Laszlo. The women they think in New Beginnings is only for men. But no, it is for women too. For Janice, if her husband goes to New Beginnings, he plays Senor Wonderful all over again. And in the extreme case, maybe she comes to work for me. Hey. This is Janice who called me.
Now listen, don't try to pimp out my listeners.
That is a very ugly word. A travesty. I work miracles, senor. Not pimping. I say, I give the passion back. And you better watch yourself, buddy. Because for my people, we take these insults very personally. And then, you no longer Mr. Talk Show. You Mr. Who Cut Out My Tongue.
Who are your people anyway? Which exotic location do you come from?
I am Latin.
Latin is a big place there, buddy. Where in Latin?
I do not need to listen to these insults. I have pride. I have a calling. Many are called, but you are chosen, my friend. And I was called and chosen to work a miracle.
So, where were you called from, Fernando?
From upstate, okay? You have the money now? I'm not real Latin, but I provide. In exchange for a few hours a week, I give you the world!
Get off! Public service announcement from station owner Donald Love.
Hello, my name is Donald Love. You're listening to a Love Media station. Enjoy.
All right, we're back here on Chatterbox, the radio show that never gets old. I'm Laszlo with open ears and a closed mind. Hello, you're on the air. What's your name?
I wanted to talk about spanking.
Oh, God, not another one.
I think spanking...
I think that teaching kids at an early age that violence is the solution to problems will make them valuable members of our society.
Exactly. I knew you'd understand, Laszlo. My daddy used to whoop the tar out of me. He
once hit me so hard my spleen fell out of my ear. Didn't do me.
I think my partner's a rat. We gotta shut him up permanently. He goes fishing out of his boat near the lighthouse on Portland Rock most nights. Steal a police boat. Make sure his backstabbing plans are sunk. I want him sleeping with the fishes, not eating them.
Hey, dog.
Same caller.
Absolutely, Laszlo. Killer bees.
Killer bees.
Yes, killer bees. Did you know that if the current migration north continues, we will all be dead in 3 years? Did you want to become a bee stopper? I don't. That's why we must act now. Killer bees must be stopped.
I wonder why more people aren't talking about this. I mean, killer bees.
You can't kill them. They're like sheep. They're going to take over.
All right, thanks, caller. Ants, killer bees, fat people, what's plaguing you? Call now. Chatterbox, hello, you're on the air.
Yes. I'd like to say something about these damn people on trains and buses in the city who hammer on and on into their cell phones. I'm really glad we get to hear about what you're having for dinner. What we should do is herd them up and put them on an island. I am the president of a group called Citizens Raging Against Phones.
Crap?
Exactly.
Your organization's called crap. What kind of moron are you? You want to round people up for using a phone? But you're calling up on a phone to tell the world about it. I mean, how many people are there in this crap?
Citizens are raging against phones, Laszlo.
How many people?
There are 3 of us. It's hard organizing meetings without the phone, though. We've had to resort to carrier pigeons, and they